Hey, we parked here at Jonestown KOA. There's a little parking area for the Lebanon Valley Rail Trail. As you can see, it says Lebanon Valley Rail Trail here. And on up, we'll see another sign, and it'll say Swatara Rail Trail.
Thanks for watching Bicycles, Trails, and More. In this video, we ride the Swatara Rail Trail, which is a part of the Lebanon Valley Rail Trail. Originally, there was the Cornwall-Lebanon Railroad line built in the 1880s. This railroad served Mount Gretna and the Pennsylvania National Guard encampment. Lebanon Valley Rail Trail was developed from this rail line. Again, the Swatara Rail Trail is part of the Lebanon Valley Rail Trail and has an elevation of 86 feet over 10.2 miles. It is mostly shaded and follows the Swatara Creek. I rode the grass while Alice checked out the stone surface.
And I'm going to choose to go on the grass because this is much smoother than that rocky surface. I'm sure that will be taken care of in time.
The Swatara Trail starts at the Jonestown Hershey KOA Campground. The campground is located along the Lickdale Road, just a few feet from Route 72. There are some parking spots at the campground, and Alice and I prefer this trailhead because there is an ice cream shop there for post-trail ride refueling. There is also great parking along the trail at the trailheads. For example, the intersection of the Swatara Trail and the Monroe Valley Road just north from the KOA campground off of Route 72. Check on these and other trailheads along the Swatara Rail Trail. Check the trail out on Google Maps. The grass was much smoother than the stone path.
Most of the Swatara Rail Trail is really nice. It's just this beginning.
Almost.
And there it's smooth, there's not bad. This really isn't too bad here.
This parking area has a separate trail to ride, walk, or run through that parallels the road.
I don't really care.
The two trail paths provide everyone the opportunity to enjoy the natural surroundings.
Yeah, we haven't been back in here for a long time. We usually go to the parking lot, so this is kind of cool. Since they actually made this elaborate trail for bikes and walkers.
This isn't bad actually back here. And this is actually nice.
Scenic, peaceful, and beautiful, the Swatara State Park is a 3,520-acre park in the Swatara Valley.
Did they give that opportunity, you know, for people to come through the woods that they don't have a scooter, they can't access any other way except to take a drive.
The Swatara Creek is 45 miles long, with the rail trail running aside of the creek for 10 miles. But don't swim in the creek. Monitoring is ongoing. Search, "Can I swim in the Swatara Creek?" for more information.
Clear to the left, clear to the right. Road.
Oh yeah. Remember we rode over there?
And that is the Iron Bridge, yeah.
And we went down over the little country road, and there's something down there, but I don't remember what.
There's I think a bridge of some sort.
There is another trail that parallels part of the Swatara Trail called the Bear Hole Trail.
There's the Swatara Rail Trail sign. It's about 2.5 miles from the campground.
We decide on a whim to ride this Bear Hole Trail, so we pedal across the bridge to find the Bear Hole. The Swatara Trail runs along the western side of the Swatara Creek, while the Bear Hole Trail runs along the eastern side. A small part of the Union Canal and canal locks from 1827 are visible right along the trail.
And here, oh yeah. Here we go. The Bear Hole Trail. Alice is leading the way.
The Bear Hole Trail follows the path of the old state road. The good thing is that this path is wide with a few reasonable climbs. The bad thing is that rain and runoff formed some nasty gullies along this path. Be on the lookout for them, but don't let that discourage you from riding or hiking this trail.
This is definitely an upgrade, I think, if I remember correctly.
We kept calling this a trail, and then
Wow. I think they really worked out. Well, time will tell. We didn't get real far yet, but I'm car.
A car? Oh wow, yeah.
What the heck? Yeah, I thought it was a bike trail. Look at the rut. I see the rut.
How beautiful is all of this?
Oh yes. Is this like
And let's see how this works here. It doesn't look bad. Wow, no ruts. I think so. Watch, this is a big, stay all the way to the left and it won't be as near as bad of a rut.
with the rut? So I knew I wasn't going to rut. Oh, we're almost at the end of the trail. That's the parking.
Oh, look at this. All right, sweetie, we did the Bear Hole Trail.
we'll turn left on Swopes Valley Road as we leave the Bear Hole Trail, and a few minutes later, we pick up the Swatara Rail Trail.
That's pretty cool. We'll just clear to the right so far. Where the old house stood. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's pretty rough. That's not too bad at all. That last transition. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, let's just go across and do the whole thing again. The Bear Hole Trail. Oh, no. Oh, we could go across it just to go across it. Yeah, next time's good.
We ride up to the abandoned road on our way back to the campground. This abandoned railroad bed followed the old bed of the Lebanon and Tremont branch of the Reading Railroad. This was a section of State Road 1970 and acquired by the state for the creation of Swatara State Park. As the railroad line was abandoned in sections between 1965 and 1981, truck transport took over on Route 81. This was a fun ride, from having the option of riding out from the start at the Jonestown KOA campground on the Swatara Trail, then riding across the Waterville Bridge to the Bear Hole Trail, riding the entire Bear Hole Trail, then turning left on Swopes Road and re-entering the Swatara Trail and riding back to the campground. It was a great ride.
Yeah. Yeah.